Hey, Mary, do you hear me?
Hey, everybody. Yes, I'm here.
All right, good, good,
Hello.
good. Welcome, welcome. This is Cori Murray, Deputy Editor at Essence, and I was just explaining to the fans in this space how much I love you and how much you have really been the soundtrack to my life, like you have been to so many. So first, I want to thank you for that. But I know you don't have a lot of time because you got a little performance coming up next weekend, right? Just a little, just a regular schmegular performance, right?
No, no, this is not a regular smegular.
Well, let's talk about. I mean, you're performing at the Super Bowl. How dope is that, Ken? Now, tell me something. Is this true? I saw someone on Twitter say you may have to pick like maybe only one or two songs to perform. How do you do that after 15 albums?
Well, you do that when there's like five people on the lineup with you
Yes.
and the 15, 20 minutes that you have. So you have to do what they're asking of you or what they are requesting of you, and and that's really it. Like, yeah, I would love to do like my first two albums just from front to back,
Exactly.
but it's not my time. Yeah. But no,
No,
it's
but
it's just a lot of
you
us on it.
No, I get it. I was just really more making the point of like, how do you even begin to narrow down? Like you said, you could do a whole show, and you have done. I mean, globally, full shows, multi albums you could perform back to back. So, well, we're going to be watching and excited for whatever you perform because we stand for you. But what I find very, very exciting is that right before the Super Bowl, you're going to be dropping your 15th studio album, Good Morning Gorgeous.
Yeah, 15th. Wow.
I know. But I gotta ask first, like you're acting on Power Book Two Ghost. You're a producer. You are a director. You are an entrepreneur with your wine and so many other things. So how did you find the time to record this album and prepping for the Super Bowl?
Well, I tell you like this: when they say it takes a village, and there's no I in team, it takes a team, it takes a machine, and a reliable, smart, amazing people. And my team is, just have some amazing women, amazing people that really get the job done. So I'm able to do so much, because of the help that I have. And yeah, I mean, so in order to be creative and do what I needed to do with my album and just let my
Oh, I think we did we lose sound for Mary? Hey Mary, I don't think we heard the rest of your answer. Hello. Are you guys hearing Mary? Is it me? Is it my Wi-Fi?
hold
Oh,
on a
here she
second.
comes. Okay, cool.
Someone was calling. I'm sorry.
We'll wait for you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can hear all of the stuff I
So
said.
it really No, I got it.
Okay.
No, we totally got it. So how but you've been putting out music since 94. So what do you do as you approach a new project? I mean, do you kind of go hold yourself away and I don't know, I'm just saying it's like a cabin or a beach and you're like, okay, now it's time to write, or are you constantly like taking notes or um really just kind of shelving away ideas and concepts that you want to approach?
I'm constantly taking notes, just moving forward with my life, not going somewhere and just, going into some weird space where, there's no life. I'm actually living life, going through life, waking up in the middle of the night, if something comes to my mind, type it in my notes in my phone. If I see something in the daytime and the nighttime, wherever I am, I'll type it, write it down. Whatever I'm feeling, I'll write it down. So yeah, just going through life and just putting things down and when it's time, just writing a song.
Okay. So speaking of writing songs, your lead single, Good Morning Gorgeous, which is whew. But then I was actually even more excited when I heard all the collaboration you had behind the scenes. I mean, DeMille, Tierra Thomas, her, which for those who don't know, those are now Oscar winning songwriters. Okay. Also, Lucky Day. Explain your collaboration process when it came to getting this song, which is so personal.
Well, first and foremost, I've always wanted to work with her. The first day I saw her at the Black Girls Rock, and she performed live. I was like, wow, who is this amazing, beautiful, talented young woman? And never got a chance to really meet her that day, but just been hearing so much music from her, and just fell straight in love with her. And I was like, I gotta work with her. She's just too dope. She's too dope. And so when the opportunity came, Lucky is my one of my friends. He helped me write a lot of the Strength of a Woman album, and he's been my friend for a long time, and I'm just so proud of him and his work that he's been doing too. So when the time came to have our session, um, we didn't know it was going to be a Good Morning Gorgeous session. We thought it was just going to be, okay, what
Mm.
song are we going to write? I didn't want to tell anybody about what I had to speak to myself, or those words I had to speak to myself during that horrible time in my life when I was never enough, never pretty enough, nothing was never enough. So I had to find something amazing to say to myself to uplift myself out of that negative situation. So when we got in the studio with her and Lucky Day, D Miles was there with the track, and everybody. So hers like, so what you want to talk about? And everybody's talking about different ideas, and I'm just sitting back and I'm listening, and I'm like, damn, I gotta give it up. I gotta tell them. I said, okay, so we actually have this session on the album. The
Oh, is that the interlude
Yeah,
before?
that's the interlude.
Yeah.
So I finally was like, I have this concept, and it's called Good Morning Gorgeous, and everybody's like, like from the gate. But immediately you think I'm coming from a vain perspective, and I started explaining to them why I had to start speaking that to myself, and they were like, yo, we like that, we love that. And everybody, it turned into a therapy session. Everybody started talking about how they had to make positive confessions over their lives in order to pull themselves out of negative situations. So it was magical. It was magical. She had her bass in the middle of her legs, and she was like, she's such a like old soul. And Lucky Day is back there with his swaggy voice singing, and we're all trying to figure out melodies and things like that. And it was just one of the most amazing sessions ever.
Wow. And then you release it, and then you get so many of your fans responding to you in these videos, basically repeating your words back to you, and how this
Yeah.
song I mean, you have this ability. I mean, do you feel like it's a mission for you, or it's your what God has put you on earth to do, is to really encourage women to feel their best selves?
I think that's definitely part of my mission, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't go through so much hell to get to that point.
Mhm.
I had to go through so much in order to be able to say, you know what, this is my life and I'm taking it back. Whether you're happy with me or not, I feel like this. You know, Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, smart. Good morning, amazing Mary. Good morning, intelligent Mary. Good morning, talented Mary. Good morning, whatever I want to be. And I had to start doing that because I was feeling so bad. So yes, I believe that God has sent me to this earth to do that, because He always lets me let me go through all everything that I need to go through, so people can know that I went through it.
Yeah.
So it won't just be like a song that I'm writing and don't know anything about it, and people can relate when it's really something that happened to you.
So when you got, like you said, like it was magic when you finished recording it, but did you realize this was about to be your mantra? Like this was, did you guys know that then, or you were just like, it was just like, okay, next song, next thing to produce?
Nah, I knew it for me. I have goosebumps just talking about. I knew it for me, and I never really know when it's like, oh, this is the song. But this song I knew, because I just know what I had to go through to get to these words. I
Mm-hmm.
never thought of myself as gorgeous. When you think of gorgeous, you think of Halle Berry and Apollonia and all those chicks that look like that. But I never saw myself like that. So I had to see myself from the inside out. Like, not to mention the Mudbound movie, because when
Yeah, you
that
did a
helped me
great
as
job
well,
in.
just to see myself. Because
Mhm.
when I had to strip away the weaves and the wigs and the hair color and the eyelashes and the nails, and plait my hair up and look, be this woman on the farm, it
Mhm.
scared the shit out of me, because I was like, oh my goodness, this is terrible. But what happened was, when I would go to set, people were saying that I was beautiful,
Yeah, you
and I'm
were.
looking behind me like, no, you can't be talking to me. So that all helped me that woman in a Mudbound helped me to say, you know what, if you don't want me, everybody, somebody else think this thing right here in the morning is great. And so I believe that I'm great. And so yeah, it just that's what would help me to see it from the inside, because Florence wasn't no beauty queen in in Mudbound, but Florence's heart was good. Florence was beautiful inside. So I had to love myself from the inside out, and that's where the song came from.
Wow. One thing I will say when I first listened to the song and seeing the title, but then to hear your melody is very, it's very, kind of subtle, right? But then you flip it on Amazing with DJ Khaled.
Mm-hmm.
And that energy is so I realized that there like a thread here, because there's Amazing, but then you also have the song on top
Mm-hmm.
where I think one of your lyrics is bet on me, why not?
Well,
Um,
well, it's about time. I never spoke about myself like this. I never even thought about myself. I never even had the balls to pop this much junk. You know what I'm saying? Or speak this way, because I'm always dumbing myself down to please some relationship I'm in, or to not say anything because what people are going to think. And this that for the reason for that is when I was growing up, we couldn't really brag because people would rob us. We couldn't really brag on our sneakers or brag on whatever we had because people would want to hurt us. So
mhm.
that all that stuff was in me all my life. And now it's like, you know what, I'm tired, and I just felt like I was in a box and in the show. Yes, bet on me, why not? Why not? I work hard, why not? you
Yeah.
know um I feel amazing. I could come in. I could have come in, and my first single could have been Rent Money. Although that's a real issue. That's something that really happened too. But I'm tired of always coming in the door with something. So, oh God, why don't when I come in
Yeah,
with,
my
you know
man
what,
done
I'm
did
I'm
wrong
here.
and all this. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
I'm
Yeah.
here. God bless me. Thank you, Father. Let's bless the world with a smile from Mary J. Blige, but not a smile like everything is great, but a smile like everything's gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
Well, okay. So you mentioned Rent Money, but Rent Money is dope. Tell us about working with Dave East, because this song, it is a banger. It is a banger. But I totally
Well,
agree with you. Yeah.
well, let me just start with Rent Money.
Okay.
Rent Money came in 2016. I had that song already because
What?
when I was going through a divorce,
Ah.
this man, I was in the middle of having to pay him alimony, and I didn't have any money because he had spent up all the money that I
Mm,
had. So my rent money was due, the alimony was due, and I was just ready. I was just pissed, and that's what. And I was emotionally drained and strained, and I just felt like, you know, I'm vacant right now. I'm about to vacate. Rent
yeah.
money is due. So that's where that song came from. And Dave is Nas's artist, and he's someone that I always wanted to work with because he always says, he's just like Nas. He's always got something, thought provoking to say. And he's far as on the underground, he's the one. I believe in him the most out of a lot of the underground rappers. He's pretty dope.
No, he's dope, and the way your all's melody marry on the song, it's no pun intended. I love it. I love this song. But you
Thank
also
you.
got some pretty dope other dudes on the album. Anderson Paak, which I love, here with me. I don't mean to,
Hello.
tell everybody, because I definitely got a preview of the album, folks. So I'm sorry, I'm flexing a bit because I do have access. But tell us about working with Anderson Paak.
Oh man, so Anderson is one of my favorite artists, and I mean, he's just so amazing, so soulful. And I've known who Anderson was since 2016. Now I was on tour with Maxwell, and Maxwell, had this big radio in his dressing room, and he would blast this real soulful, raspy guy on these dope songs, and we like, yo, who is that? So one day we was over in his room, and we was like, yo, who was that? And he said it was Anderson Paak. So I downloaded the album, been listening to it ever since. Fell in love with Anderson. I mean, match made in heaven. When I finally
Yeah.
got in the studio to meet him, he was everything that I thought he was going to be, everything I knew he was going to be. Beautiful, beautiful person, and here we are.
Oh my God. No, what I'm about to say is no shade to Silk Sonic, but there was an article I read, and there was a podcast, and people were talking about, their feelings on Silk Sonic. And they were like, Bruno is fine, but they were like, the fact that they've now discovered Anderson Paak, like he's been broadcasted, if you will, or amplified to so many people. people are really loving him. So I love the song that you did. So what's the song Here With Me? What is that about?
It's I mean it's a sexy song. Ain't
Yeah.
that it's one of those, ain't that the way it's supposed to be? You're supposed to be here
Hmm.
with me. I mean
Hmm. It really is. It really is. Okay. All right. Now, my next question is going back to Amazing with DJ Khaled. I feel like you have this bubble energy, but then like Khaled has so much energy. Can you tell us like what is it like being in the studio with him? Is he just like he is on his IG?
yes, I love Khaled. Khaled is one of the most positive people. Like he, you can't go around Khaled with all the negativity. He's all
Hmm.
about positivity and lifting people up, and he's excited, more excited than you are. He wants to win. He wants you to win more than you want to win. He's just really that person.
Okay. Now you got another heavy hitter. You have a song with Usher, Usher, Usher. Is this the first time you all collaborated?
Well, on a no, we actually collaborated on the Growing Pains album on Shakedown. So
Oh, okay.
this,
Yes, yes.
yeah, this is me and Usher's second collab, and Usher's family.
Yeah.
That's what I can say.
Wait, did y'all record this before or after the Vegas residency, which I hear is amazing?
This is after. No,
After?
this is
Okay.
before. No, this is before. This was actually before. We had Need Love for a while. Yeah.
Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Now I'm gonna actually be 100 right now because I did not know who Fivio Foreign is for On Top. Can you,
Fabio.
Fabio, I'm sorry. So tell me who he is.
Fabio Foreign is, you don't know the song Big Big Drip. I want to love on a lip lip. Hey, hey,
Oh, see, this is where my age comes in.
That's Fabi. And that's that yo, that's my boy. Like, good people, beautiful person. I mean, wow, just a really dope person. And I was just so happy to get him on that. He always wanted to get me on a drill beat. And I was like, okay, Fabi, I got the drill beat. You ready? He killed it.
Well, y'all, there's so many bangers on this album, but Mary, I want to end the conversation by saying like, what drives you? I was watching an interview on Tamron Hall, and she had asked you like if you couldn't record or if you couldn't be a musician, what would you do? And you were like, music is my blood, that's your life, it's your air. So what is it about being a singer that really just envelops you and drives you to continue to put out music?
It just gives you so much freedom. It just
Hmm.
makes you feel so free. It makes you feel so good. Every people don't sing along with you for no reason. People sing along with you because they want to get their stuff out too.
Hmm.
And they want to feel good too. Singing just makes everybody feel good, I think. Just that's for me, it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel free. That's it.
Yeah, I was listening on the opening lyrics of No Idea, and I think you said like since '94 you've been putting out or since '94 with Janet Jackson you were going to the recording studio, and it hit me. I was like, wow, Mary has only been a singer. Like I know now you do other things,
Hmm.
but you
Hmm.
have like this has been your job. Like this has been your
Hmm.
so just being having that reminder of that. Did you ever think you would make it this far?
I a long time ago I didn't. No,
Okay.
I didn't think so.
Okay. Okay. So, what are the other plans for Good Morning Gorgeous? I mean, do you think you're going to tour after this?
Definitely going to tour, but I got to finish
Okay.
the season 3 of Ghost right right now.
Got to have these priorities. Priority. They are loving you. Well, we are loving you on Power Book 2. Like, oh
Thank
my God,
you.
we had a whole Slack discussion about when you hemmed up Shirley Caesar. They were like, no, not Shirley Caesar.
Who ya? Who's what?
Well, we have at work. We have it's like an internal group chat. We have, and we were like, no, Mary, not Shirley Caesar. But Mary, thank you so much for taking time today. This is our first Twitter Spaces. We had to do it with the Queen. You've had the most covers of Essence. Oh my God, we love you for Essence Festival. You are everything to us. So tell
Thank
tell
you.
us again, when is Good Morning Gorgeous coming out?
Tuesday to 11.
Tuesday to 11.
Yes.
Okay, y'all.
I'm
Get
sorry,
it
Friday. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, everybody. Friday.
Friday. Get the
2/11 is
album.
Friday. My bad.
Get the album,
Forgive me.
download it, stream
Too
it,
many
do
things
all the
going on.
things. No, that's you do have too many things go. You would do y'all. Mary gave us time. She's like, I'm gonna give y'all this time because I got to go back to doing what I need to do. So we're gonna let Mary go back to doing the boss stuff. Mary, thank you so much. We so appreciate. We love you so
You're
much.
welcome,
Thank you.
sweetie.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.